Okay, so we're going to talk about the connection between arc measure and the central angle, and we're going to solve some equations. So suppose I give you this problem. And 10x I think I changed the problem I wrote, but that's fine. We'll make it roll. And let's pretend this is A and B and C. And if I want to find the measure of this arc, which we would write as the measure of AB. Nope, that's a C. AB. I'll get there eventually. There we go, with an arc over it. Now, AC, it's maybe hard to tell in the picture, but let's pretend that AC is the diameter and that that's clear. So that means that 4x plus 8 plus 10x plus 32 is equal to 180. So 4x and 10x, let's combine like terms. That's 14x. 32 and 8, that's 40. And that's going to be equal to 180. Let's go ahead and subtract 40 from both sides. So that's going to be 1/4. Oh, that's convenient. And then x is 10. Well, if I want to find the arc measure of AB, I need to plug in 10. Well, 4 times 10 is 40, plus 8 is 48. Well, what if I wanted to know the measure of arc CB? Then I plug in here. So I'd say 10 times 10 is 100, plus 32 is 132. What if I wanted to know the measure of arc BCA? That would be this measure over here. I could do it two different ways. One way would be to take the measure of arc CB and add 180 to it. Another would be to take 360 and subtract 48 from it. Either way, we would get to the same answer. So I'm going to do 360 minus 48. So 360 minus 48, that's like 360 minus 50, so we'll call it 310. But then we need those extra 2 because I cheated you. So that's one quick example. We'll do one more. Okay, so we have this circle, and let's add some pieces to it. Let's suppose these are both diameters. I'm going to draw those through, and then I'm going to call this 3x plus 6 and 9x plus 12. And I'm going to call this G-O... Oh, it's a goat. That sounds great. And I regret my decision to put it there, so I moved it over. Now, let's do the same idea. Let's suppose I want to know the measure of arc OTG. OTG. So that's this whole big arc. Well, let's first figure out what x is. So the same idea, 3x plus 8 plus 9x plus 12 is going to be 180. Let's combine like terms on the left side, so that's 12x plus 18 equals 180. Let's go ahead and subtract 18 from both sides, so that's 162. And then let's go ahead and take 162 and divide by 12. And we get 13.5. And I want to know OTG. Let's fill in all the central angles, and we can play with the arcs. So this one is going to be 3 times 13.5 plus 6. So that's going to be 46.5. This one is going to be 9 times 13.5 plus 12. So that's going to be 133.5. So if I want OTG, that's going to be the 133.5, because the central angle and the arc have the same measure, plus 180. So I can add 180 to that. So that's 313.5 degrees. Now I could have also, if I wanted to, said, well, that's 46.5. So I take 360 and I subtract 46.5, and I'll get that same 313.5. Hope that makes some sense.